What's up everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J here with a new segment on my channel. This is called Review Rewind, and in this video I'm going to be talking about products that I have previously used on my channel, and I want to update you guys with my thoughts on these products and just use them. As you all know, products launch so frequently that a lot of times we don't have time to go back and revisit things. So in these type videos I'm able to overview a lot of products at one time and just give you an update on them, because I know you all have them. A lot of you all buy as much stuff as I do. So stay tuned to see what products we are going to be rewinding that review on. Enjoy. So let's retry the Becca Skin Love Foundation. It has like a little pump on it, so that's cool. I'm gonna start off with 2 squirts. So I always have liked the way that this foundation smells. Okay, I think this color is too neutral for me though. Like, I don't think it's golden enough. 2 pumps has given me pretty decent coverage, but I just don't think this color is right for me. It blended out really nicely. I feel like my skin just does not look flawless. I feel like this foundation is just kind of sitting on top of my skin. I don't know. It's like it's not settling right to me. Let's dip back into the Gemini palette. Let me dip into Luna first. And I'm going to take this above my crease as my transition color. Back and forth with a super fluffy blending brush. This is a NARS number 42 brush. I feel like that color really just blended right into my skin. It's pretty much the same color as my eyelids are. I'm gonna dip into Lorelei. And this is like really powdery too, so be careful with it. But I am going to take this directly in the crease, right underneath that first color that we applied, even though that first color is not that prominent on me anyways. So I'm going to switch to a Tom Ford number 13 blending brush. This is a natural hair brush in the color Cupcake, and I'm going to take this right on the outer corner. And then gradually build it up into the crease with whatever's left over on the brush after you deposit this. So I'm gonna switch to a MAC 239 natural hair brush, and I picked up a bit of the shade Gemini, and I am going to put this on my inner corners because this is like the only inner corner shade. Same brush, and I am going to take Goals, and I'm going to pop this color right on the lid. Let's blend it next to this inner tear ducts color, blend it up to the crease but not above the crease, and then pack it next to our outer corner color. I'm not in love with this eye look. I think it's okay at best, but let's go ahead and try some concealer. I'm gonna take my Huda concealer. So I'm gonna take it right with this Zamek tip applicator. Oh no, this color might still be a little light. Okay, let's blend it out. I don't like that applicator. I feel like it's so like messy. I'm not mad at that. I feel like I look awakened. I like it. So I'm gonna set this with Huda's Easy Bake Powder. This one is in the color Banana Bread. I love the way that this powder looks, but that smell was so intense. But the more and more that I've used it, the more and more that that smell has dissipated. So it's not as fragrant anymore. This concealer and powder combination is really pretty and smooth. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my regular MAC powder. This is a Bare Minerals brush. This is the Supreme Finisher brush. So let's dip into this Laura Mercier Translucent Glow Powder. The first time that I used this powder, I used it all over my face. So many of you guys were like, no, you are not supposed to use it like this. I mean, obviously this is a really glowy powder. The first thing that you're gonna think of when you have a super glowy powder is highlighter. But as you guys know, there are so many different powders on the market nowadays that you're supposed to use it as a finishing powder. The Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder, you use that all over as a finishing powder. The Hourglass Veil Powder, you use this as a finishing powder all over the face to give you a really pretty glowy finish. Let me go on Sephora's app and read you all the description of this powder. It says that Laura Mercier has taken their iconic cult favorite translucent loose setting powder and infused it with pearl pigments so you can lock in your look for up to 12 hours with a healthy glowing finish. That sounds like a finishing powder to me. That was in the details. Now when you select how to use, it says dispense translucent loose setting powder into the lid, Dip your brush into the lid, pick up the products, and desaturate it on the back of your hand to distribute powder evenly through the bristles. It then says to brush the powder all over your face to set. So after watching both of the videos that Makeup by Mario did in collaboration with Laura Mercier for this product, not once did it say that this was not supposed to be used all over the face, and not once did it say that I could not use this to set my concealer. You can either use it to set all over the face, or you can use his technique, which he called set up, set down, where he mattified certain areas on the face that he wanted to be more matte, and then he went in with this powder to add glow in specified areas. Or like he did in the first video, he applied this all over the face using his powder puff and using that brush that they released. So the initial review video that I did was correct. So for those of you all who were saying I was using this powder incorrectly, I was not. I was following the directions on Laura Mercier's website as well as the directions on Sephora's website. You may want to go back and research both of those videos, and then you can see the techniques that he used. But this is supposed to be the glow version of Laura Mercier's translucent powder, which is intended to be used all over the face. And I'm going to pick up this product, and using Mario's set up, set down technique, I've already mattified my face in certain areas. I'm just going to take this powder on certain areas that I don't mind a glow, so my cheek area, and then blend it down and buff this powder in. Just buff it in. Basically, I've buffed this powder everywhere but my under eye, because I like my under eye to be matte. Okay, I like that glow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes. I know I do my makeup totally out of order, but that's me. Now I'm gonna go in with an Esom S31 pencil brush, and I'm gonna go back with Gemini, and I am going to take this on the lower inner corner. And same brush, and I'm gonna take polka dot on the rest of the lower lash line. So now I need to go in with a little bit of bronzer. ABH Bronzer in Saddle. This is an amazing product. I feel like these bronzers are so slept on, but they are so phenomenal, so smoothly pigmented. So let's rewind and revisit MAC's newest highlighter in their new holiday collection, Snow Flushed. When I tried it in that video, I felt like I packed it on and packed it on and packed it on, but all I was getting is a sheer payoff. So I want to try it again today. So this is marketed as one of MAC's extra dimension skin finishes. Here's one of their regular extra dimension skin finishes. This is Show Gold, and here's Snow Flushed from the collection. As you all can see, they both have that pinky golden shift. So I'm gonna first try on Snow Flushed again. This is a Surratt highlighter brush, and I am going to press this on and then build it up. It's pretty. You get the duochromeness to it, but I can still see a lot of my skin peeking through. But you all can see how it turns from pink to gold. Okay, I'm actually gonna clean off this brush, and I want to use this same brush to demonstrate the other extra dimension highlighter that I have. So I'm going in with Show Gold. As you all can see, straight out of the pan, much more pigmented. If I layered this up 4 times, I would be like blinded with the highlighter. This one is more pink, but as you all can see, the color is just way more intense. And I layered this like 4 times, but this one does have that duochromeness that this one kind of does, but it's more so just pinky purple. So you all can see, I feel like this one is showing up a bit more pigmented once I get past that little bow. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on top of here and keep it moving. And I also wanted to compare this year's highlighter to last year's Stylishly Merry eyeshadow, which I know a lot of people did not get their hands on. And I barely got my hands on it by the hair of my chinny chin chin. But here are these two side by side. And I'll insert swatches. I'm just gonna add a natural blush. This is MAC's Naturally Flawless. Now let's move on to lips. I actually bought this lip gloss from Dominique Cosmetics website. I bought it with the Lemonade palette, and I wanted to do a look with the Lemonade palette and use this lip gloss. But what happened was that her eyeshadow palette actually wasn't formulated correctly. So what she ended up doing was sending out new palettes. Honestly, time got the best of me, and it was not on my side, and I never got that video out. So I never got a chance to use this lip gloss on camera, so I'm going to do it today. As you all can see, it's kind of lightish. It's kind of summery, so I'm going to vamp it up a little bit. I'm going to add MAC's Chestnut Lip Liner with it. It's pretty clear. It's not giving a lot of color impact at all. The formula of it is just okay. I just had to build it up a lot. It's just like a regular whatever type gloss. The packaging is alright. I don't really like the way it smells. It smells like a cheap lip gloss to me. This one is sweet tea. Oh no, it's just super mediocre. Okay guys, so let's recap everything. So as far as this foundation, I think that it's okay. It gets the job done. It's not gonna look flawless. It's just something for you to throw on a day-to-day basis and just run out of the house. But this color, this one is bamboo, is too neutral. I need one that's a little bit more golden, and it's not that long wearing. By like the 6th hour mark, my skin is really oily with this, but it's just not my favorite, and I don't think it's weightless. I can definitely feel it on my skin. The Huda Beauty concealer, I like this one a lot better. I feel like this is a much better color match. The Overachiever concealer is really pretty. It blended out really nicely. It gave me really nice coverage, but I'm not the biggest fan of the smell. It smells too floral to me, but it's not overwhelmingly fragranced like the foundation and the powder were. You can still smell that scent, but it's not as potent. I think my under eye looks very smooth and hydrated. As far as her loose powder, the Easy Bake powder, this powder is pretty. It makes all your concealers pretty. What I ended up doing to tone down the smell of this is I just left it open. It really helped scale down that very heavy floral fragrance that was there when I first opened up this powder. As far as the Laura Mercier Glow powder, I went back and revisited the instructions on Sephora's app, on Laura Mercier's website, and I watched the videos that you all were telling me about that Makeup by Mario did. I found that my video was not incorrect initially. You all misinterpreted what he said, but basically I used the powder right in my video. Granted, I wouldn't recommend using it all over the face. I would leave some areas matte like I did with my under eye, but you can use this powder in that manner. If you all see me doing something incorrect, let me know respectfully. I am not opposed to getting feedback from you all. However, I do my research before I review products. I do not just open up a product and then just start going in like how I think. I do read the instructions. I do read the instructions on the website, so just know whenever I do a review video, I have thoroughly researched the products in order to give you all the most accurate information possible. But nonetheless, this powder is absolutely gorgeous, formulated so well. Laura Mercier really knows how to do loose powders, and I love the glow that it gave my skin. The Anastasia bronzers, she nailed this formula. If you all have not tried these bronzers, do yourself a favor and get one. As far as this lip gloss by Dominique Cosmetics, skip it. I feel like this is a throwaway. I feel like this is something that she thought about at the last minute, and she wanted to create an add-on to go with her Lemonade palette that she launched this summer, and this is what she came up with. To me, it's not worth $17. I've seen better lip glosses at the drugstore. The packaging is pretty cheap. The formulation feels thin. It's not that opaque. I don't like the way that it smells. It kind of has that little bit of a taste to it. It's like it almost smells like vanilla, but not quite, and I'm not a fan of it. Ugh. She can have it. The Gemini palette, I don't think that you need this palette. The differing factor between this palette and other regular neutral tones are the greens down here. These colors are really cool, but for the price point for this palette, I don't think that you need it. I think that these eyeshadows are very powdery. These eyeshadows took too long to build up and become opaque. Plus, I really don't like the fact that they said that this palette was limited edition, like super limited, and they brought it back. Like, I really do not like deceitful launches. So I'm gonna say pass on it. And lastly, we have Snow Flushed, which this has grown on me a lot more since the first time that I used it because I had to really work off that design. This bow design that's on here, it really got in the way of me picking up an even amount on my brush. This highlighter is still sheer, so if you like a sheer highlight and you want something that's more so like an iridescent wash of a highlighter, then this is really pretty. Plus, if you missed out on last year's Stylishly Married, then grabbing this should quench the desire to have this one. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what products you want me to do a review rewind on, and that way I'm able to go back and talk about products that sometimes I only get to talk about one time. This way I'm able to go back and look at things that I have in my collection and play with my collection and just update you all on my thoughts on the products, and we can play with our makeup and shop our stash, okay? So I will talk to you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.